Hello, and thank you for joining us during our inaugural episodes of Congratulations, You're In. Throughout each episode, we will explore the many steps that you, as a Montgomery County high school student, may encounter throughout your college application process. Together, we want to guide you towards those phenomenal words, congratulations, you're in. I'm Tony Spearman-Leach, your host, and returning with us is Jerry Sliffman, the College Career Coordinator at Gaithersburg High School. Jerry, thank you as we continue on.
Absolutely.
We know we have a lot of work ahead for us. Again, I am a student. I am freaking out. I don't know what I want to major in. I'm confused as all get out. What do I do? Am I going to be okay?
You're going to be absolutely fine. You should be using if you don't know what you want, and you should just be using those first 2 years, taking courses and explore. Find out what your interests are, where your interests lie, what thrills you when you learn, and you'll be okay. It's all right not to know.
Okay. This is a promise, because some of my friends really know what they want to do, and I'm not certain.
And that's all right too. I mean, they know what they want to do. Hopefully they'll be okay when they change their mind and realize it's not quite what they want to do.
So, again, there are over 3,000 colleges in the United States. If we add in the community colleges, the number just scares me. So the first thing I don't understand, what's the big difference between the 4-year university and the 2-year university? I don't get it.
Well, the 4-year university is what everyone thinks of as the method by which the place you're going to go to get that 4-year bachelor's degree. The 2-year gives you a different option. It depends upon who you are. It gives you options to, again, take all those gen ed courses and save money.
Okay.
Because most programs require you to take general education or distribution courses.
Okay.
But this gives you a chance to take it while you're making up your mind where you really want to be. What school has the exact program you're looking for? It also helps the student that isn't quite prepared to leave home.
Okay, that's true.
They might be better off spending another year or two. And I strongly recommend that if you're going to go to a community college, make sure you earn that associate's degree. Because when you walk into the 4-year school, that will give you all of your credits from the 2 years. They won't be able to take anything away from you.
Oh, that's excellent.
And then it's also a great opportunity for students that don't have documentation, because those students, by law, can only go to the local community college. Otherwise, they have to pay out-of-state or international rates, and you don't really want to start with that. But if they complete a degree, an associate's degree at the community college, particularly in Maryland, you can then go on to any of the 4-year state schools as an in-state resident.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Well, now, I get confused also as a student. What's this big difference between public and private universities?
Okay.
I don't get it.
Well, public universities are those that are run by the state, particularly in Maryland. They're less expensive because there's a lot of tax dollars and funding from the state, whereas the private schools are just what it says, they're privately funded.
Okay.
They all have to follow similar rules in terms of federal financial aid. They all have to follow most of the same rules, but the funding is different. And frequently private colleges and universities have a lot more money to give students. So it can actually be cheaper to go to a private school with scholarship money and merit money that they're offering, as opposed to the in-state public schools.
I'm now blown away, because you have also used this term in-state versus out-of-state.
Well, you have to remember that the state that you're a resident of is where the education is going to be the least expensive as far as the initial pricing. If you go to a public university in another state, you're going to pay what they call out-of-state fees. And tuition can be 2 or 3 times what the in-state tuition is for in-state residents.
Oh, so wait, Penn State is actually out of state for me?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, my mind is blown, and I'm sure that all of you out there, this is news to you too. Jerry, I want to thank you for this phenomenal information and your guidance and your helpful hints. Again, your efforts remind all of us why the Montgomery County Public Schools are great. You're clearly an example of its greatness. Right now, we're going to take a brief break, and then when we return, we're going to have for you more information that can help you hear those great words. Congratulations, you're in.
There are many ways of wrapping production cables. Most of them are wrong.
To protect the cable and keep it from tangling, the accepted method in the video industry is the RCA wrap, commonly known as over-under. This is how you do it. Grab the cable for the length where you want to make your first loop. Bring your hands together. Now gently twist so that the cable forms a natural loop. This is over. After your first loop, reach down, palm of your hand away from your body, grab the next bit of cable, and bring your hands together, looping the cable under. Now reach down again and loop the cable over. Continue to alternate between over and under until your cable is fully coiled. If your cable is wrapped properly, you can uncoil the cable quickly with no loops, kinks, or tangles. It takes practice to master the over-under method, but when you do, you will make your facilities manager very happy.
If you want to learn more about this or other video production techniques, sign up for classes at Montgomery Community Media.
Hello, and welcome back to our inaugural episodes of Congratulations, You're In. Today we have Jerry Sliffman, the College Career Coordinator at Gaithersburg High School, guiding us to college admission success. Jerry, we were just going through this whole reality check on in-state versus out-of-state. I was shocked at the price difference. I didn't know there was a difference. And you know, there's so much to consider. Public, private, in-state, out-of-state. 4-year, 2-year. But then there's this whole thing about large, medium, and small universities. What is that all about?
Well, there's different, the different strokes for different folks. It's what gives you the sense of community? What do you need as a student to be there? Most of the high schools in Montgomery County, or many, are around 2,000 students.
Okay.
There are a lot of colleges and universities that are 1,500 to 2,000 students. But you also have some huge schools that go up as high as 50,000 undergrads.
That's a small city.
That's bigger than some small cities, yes.
Wow.
And do you want to be kind of in the middle?
Okay.
Do you want to be the big fish in a small pond? Well, then you need to look at a smaller school.
Okay.
If you want to hide and kind of get lost in the shuffle,
The New York City effect?
go for a big school, that's fine.
Okay.
Big schools frequently have more majors. They may have more research opportunities,
Okay.
but not necessarily. There are plenty of small schools out there that offer everything any student is looking for. And it depends upon what fits you the best.
Wow. So wait, there's all these types of colleges. This
Yep.
this is like the going in a vegetable garden and deciding what to eat, or going in a Baskin Robbins and saying I like all the flavors. And I hear there's this thing, single-sex universities and colleges versus the co-ed.
Right.
What's that?
Well, there are still some single-sex colleges and universities in this country. There used to be more.
Okay.
It's not gender inequity. It's that there's frequently people feel more empowered when they're at a single-sex school. But on the other hand, if you want to go to a co-ed institution, then it's very easy to find single-sex housing. It doesn't mean that all the housing that's available is co-ed. There's options everywhere, and it's just what works best for your learning.
So I really need to really ask the universities what I'm comfortable with. Do I want to be in a large or small or medium place? Do you have single-sex housing or co-ed housing? You know, I think about, when I think about single-sex, I think about, you know, Secretary Hillary Clinton. She went to Wellesley, and then her classmate or fellow
Right.
alumna is Nancy Florine, who is our county councilwoman, and that's her alma mater. So we've seen some phenomenal people come out of these single-sex
Absolutely.
institutions.
It's just what works best for the individual.
So it's really all about me in the end.
Absolutely, but there are some, it is all about you, but there are some of the people don't realize that many single-sex schools pair up so that there will be a men's school that's close by that frequently you'll be in, you can take classes together. It isn't only the single sex.
Okay, so I'm not totally isolated in the
No.
world. And then the other thing that really confuses me, and I've heard a lot of my friends who've gone to college talk about it, all the different teaching methods at the different universities, liberal arts versus research, quarters versus semesters versus trimesters. And then there's people who just read the classics. And then there are schools that let you take your exams when you want to take them. Why all these methods? What is this all about?
Everybody has a different learning style. Everybody has something that works best for them. Are you the type of student that did very well taking 5, 6, 7 courses in high school? And that's the way you like the variety, you don't want to spend all of your time on one subject? Or are you somebody that does much better with 2 or 3 courses? Or even there's some schools in this country where you can take 1 course every 3 weeks.
Wow.
You concentrate on the one topic and you get through it. Perhaps that works for people who don't want to spread it out or who get anxious. If they know they don't have to complete something for 9 weeks, 15 weeks, that may be ideal because they're procrastinators and they leave things till the end. Well, with 1 course in 3 weeks, you don't have time to do it.
And I can come to you, my counselor, and you're going to help me?
Find schools that meet your learning style.
Wow, I didn't know you did this, so
Yeah.
I'm getting a new respect for my counselor because you do some amazing, amazing work. I want to thank you because I think your room's going to be packed. Again, I just want to say thank you for joining us here as we celebrate your success, your future. I want to say that you have been an absolutely phenomenal inspiration. Again, everybody, I want you to know that you will be joining us for upcoming episodes where we will discuss the issues that are most important to you because we want to see your success. Because the words we want to say to you and hear you scream is when you read that letter or you get that email that says, "Congratulations, you're in." Until next time and in future episodes, we look forward to you joining us. Have a great adventure.